Well, everyone, welcome back to the Pgk.railway. Today, we're going to be doing a layout update. I figured this was long overdue. You guys have probably seen quite a few different changes and new stuff floating around the table here and there, kind of loosely set in place, but I figure I'm way overdue on this video. I meant to do that to keep you guys in the loop of what was happening on the table and kind of did not get around to actually doing that. So today, we're going to be doing a quick little layout update, but before we do that, the audio may sound kind of different. Big shout out to Dave from DA Griffin Hobby. He did a whole video on this. These are some microphones you can pick up on Amazon. I'll make sure to link his video down below. This is kind of a test run video. So if you guys do like the microphone for whenever I'm talking, I was actually, my manager from work, I showed him my YouTube channel and he gave me some feedback and he said the biggest thing, it's like, you got the passion, you have the drive to do this, you could do really well. Biggest issue is the audio is a little bit distorted, which is understandable. I'm in a garage and I've been using an AirPod, so that AirPod's several years old, but I've been using that thing for my videos. Sounds all right, so I decided to take the plunge and get a microphone. So we're just going to see how this sounds. I'm kind of nervous, but if you guys like it, please let me know. But we're going to jump into the layout update. This is officially July 3rd of 2023. This is how the table stands right here, right now, day before the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Woo, America! But yeah, we're going to jump right on in and let's explain what's happened on the table. One more thing before we get this video started. My buddy Trey and a few other buddies came down to Florida. We had a big guys trip. Didn't really bother with filming. I just wanted to spend time with my buddies. We've all met each other through social media. That was a good time, to say the least. But there's something I've been thinking about doing for a long time, and that is just dabbling in scale. And as you guys can see right here, yeah, we'll just say there may or may not be some more scale cars on the way. But yeah, the scale bug has officially bit, and I blame Trey solely for the scale bug, mainly because of this beautiful thing. This is a custom run from the train loft. This is an MTH PS1 boxcar. Let it up for the Seaboard Orange Blossom Special. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan, and I've always loved the Orange Blossom Special song. And I'm starting to become a real big sucker for Seaboard. But yeah, this scale stuff, a little air hoses, all this add-on detail, it's addicting. I cannot lie. It is extremely addicting. Kind of in the words of JD Stux, but we're gonna reword it just a little bit. I have a problem. I have a problem. I have a problem. I have a problem. I love this scale stuff. My bank account does not, but oh man, this stuff is gorgeous. The scale bug has definitely bit me full force. This was another one. This one came, well, both of these cars actually came from Roundhouse South, believe it or not, because they went there and I was not able to make it out that day, so they decided to pick up a few cars. This was one car that I've always been wanting as a shot control Santa Fe car. And so when they saw that Tony had one of these at Roundhouse South, they picked it up for me. Now, this is a 2005 MTH Club car. This car's from 2005, but man, this thing is gorgeous. I absolutely love this car. It's huge. It is ginormous stacked up against my traditional size stuff. But yeah, enough with the rambling, but I'm just going to let you guys know as just a full fair warning. Woo, that would have not been good. But the scale bug has bit me 111%. So yeah, I mean, I still love my post-war stuff. I still love my traditional sized 027 O gauge, just classic post-war stuff. But the O scale stuff has bit me. Also, there's a fly flying around in here. Perks of filming in the garage. It is also right around 90 degrees, but the real fill's right at 100. So as long as this massive heat wave keeps hitting the panhandle of Florida, videos may be a little more sporadic because I've been out here for maybe 20 minutes and I'm starting to sweat. Okay, enough rambling. We're going to get right into this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. And so, if we were going to do a layout update, I figure we should start on this corner. This corner, I have kind of gone to town with hyper detailing and just doing a whole lot of stuff in this corner. Yeah. Where should I even start? Well, I think in the last video I showed you guys the ballasting. And the ballast that I did, big blend of different types of ballast from Woodland Scenics, just a bunch of different colors all thrown together. Came out really nicely. Bought these rubber ties off of Amazon to help with the help make tubular look a little bit better. Nothing wrong with tubular. I prefer tubular over fast track. That is definitely for sure. Fast track gave me nothing but issues with connectivity, and just the sound drove me insane. So I made the switch to tubular. But yeah, I'll just give you guys a few different panoramas of it, kind of, just let you guys take a good look at it. There's going to be a little hobo scene right there, but nothing really has changed on this side, just besides a lot of little trees and some flowers. So different grass and stuff just added to it. I did put a little pathway cutting across to the little hobo camp whenever I get around to adding the hobos. I'm not exactly sure when that'll be, but it does cut across to the other side of the tracks. I am planning on doing a whole big scene over here. Just not exactly sure what I'm going to do. No mountain yet. That is still going to happen. It's just a matter of when I will actually get around to it. So no mountain on the back of the table just yet. So we're going to work our way around to the other corner of the table. Nothing really yet. I do have some MTH crossing gates. I think there's been a few different videos that they might have been sitting out, but I know in some shorts they've been sitting out, or highway flashers from MTH have been sitting out. But I've decided I'm going to go with some crossing gates. There will be a road here at some point. Once again, I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be. First, I'm going to get the gates hooked up and wired up, and I'll get them fully installed and functional. I do have some iTads, and I got to figure out where I'm going to put them in that other corner of the layout. There will be a road here. It's kind of going to be an access road that's going to go across and go up and in. And I'm not going to go too far into depth, because once we get over to the little yard section, I'll explain that a little bit more. So coming out of that corner, control panel empty right now. Sometimes I'll hook up a TIU, sometimes I won't. I'm still trying to decide how exactly I want to do this table, but also with this being in a garage and how hot it gets, I don't really want to leave a TIU sitting out here, so I disconnect it every night and bring it back inside just to be safe. But we're going to move right around the little light that I'm using. We added some trees and some flowers, just a little bit of stuff to kind of make that other side of where that road's going to be pop a little bit more. Coming off, nothing too different on the outside, but we're going to go and we're going to follow the inside loop, and we're going to just go straight across. The first thing that we have is an MTH cantilever signal. I've been looking for some of these forever. They seem to be next to impossible to find. But I finally found one. It does work. Once again, I got to hook it up to some iTads at some point. But yeah, that's I figure that's going to be the main signal on the table. I might add one or two more, but with the size, it's a little bit hard to do signals. I figured we put a little hobo hanging out on top, playing some music. Just a fun little spot for him to hang out. I don't know if he's going to stay there or not, but for now, we got a little hobo hanging out on the signal. So if we go into the yard, I don't remember if the yard was ballasted at all or not the last time I showed this off. But the first spur, kind of just a regular spur, nothing too special about it, besides I'm going to incorporate the good old American Flyer oil drum loader. This is a Lionel reissue. And I would like to put a post-war milk car platform. Not 100% sure on the milk car. The control tower that you see, that's just kind of sitting there. I want to put it on the table, but also my yard is very, very small, because once again, we're rocking on a little 4x8 table. So the control tower may stay, it may not, and the same exact thing goes for the Lionel 497. I did a full restoration of that, recorded it, completely went through it, rebuilt it, got that at the estate sale. It was in really, really, really rough shape, so gave it some tender love, bought a roof. I like the gray roofs a little bit better than the green ones. The green one just gives off too much of a Christmas feel, so I figured I'll try to find a MPC version with the gray roof, or just the roof itself. So I don't know, I just feel like the red and the gray looks a little bit better than the red and the green. So I'm not sure if it's going to stay on the table or not. That's kind of up for debate still. Got a few miscellaneous buildings sitting over here. Nothing too crazy. Those are just, I don't know where to put them. So they just kind of sit on the table at all times. But one thing I am planning on doing right here in this little patch, I have an Atlas signal house or switch tower. Can't remember which one. I want to say it's a switch tower. That is a kit. I will be building that at some point, weathering it, and then putting it on the table right there, just so there's somebody dispatching to the trains of what they got to do and where they got to go. Another thing is, This is a little teaser for whenever I get around to doing a haul of everything I bought at the Tallahassee Train Show. Finally got me a 6-wheel post-war crane, or 12-wheel 6-wheel truck post-war crane. I've been looking for one of those forever, but people are normally asking outrageous amounts of money. So I finally found one for a good price. But more on that once we get to the Tallahassee Train Show. Once again, guys, not a whole lot has changed on the table. Just mainly a lot of the fine-tuning, like doing a lot of flowers and stuff, just trying to make the table pop and seem a little bit more realistic. The whole toy train layout is kind of gone. I don't know. I enjoy doing scenery and I enjoy hyper detailing. So we're just gonna, I don't know. I'm just going with the flow on the table, and we'll see what happens. But I guess the next big corner, well, the only other corner that we can get to pretty easily is going to be this scene right here. This scene right here, this was one of those kind of, I got a cop car and I got a pickup truck and I got some Artista rail fans. That was one big scene I did want to incorporate with some rail fans catching some trains. So we got a rail fan in the back of the pickup truck, and we got another one standing just to the side of it, trying to get their perfect angles of whatever train is getting ready to round the bend. And it looks like their shot's about to be ruined because they got some cops getting ready to walk up to them. One of them's talking on the walkie. Yeah, will they get their shot, or will they be interrupted by the police? You never know. We'll just have to see what happens. We got a few other pedestrians just hanging out over there, train watching. And I mean, really, other than that, there hasn't been a whole lot of new stuff that has changed. That corner just kind of has some trees on it just to fill it in for the time being. A lot of this stuff on the table I'm still playing around with. But I mean, I'm extremely happy with how this is coming along. I don't really do scenery a whole lot. I have to be in the right mood for it. So it's one of those things where as time goes on a little bit, we'll get added here and there. Not going to go too crazy, because if I do that, I'll burn myself out on scenery. I kind of did it with this corner, which is why the scenery on the table has kind of just stalled recently. But yeah, guys, that's just a quick little overview of how the table sits as of July 2023. I promise I will do better about filming these. But I figured you guys deserve a layout update and to see what all is new and what all is going on the table. Buildings are definitely subject to change. Not exactly sure what's going to stay or if new buildings are going to get added at some point. But as of July 2023, this is how we sit. Well, guys, that's how the table sits as of July 2023. Once again, still playing around with it. We're going to just kind of take it day by day, see what happens, see if I find stuff at different shows or different things I want to incorporate. I'm always finding new stuff that I'm like, should I put that on the table? Cantilevers, I've always liked them, and so now that MTH has stopped producing their signals, it was definitely a hunt and a half to try to find one, but I finally did. Thank goodness. So we got a cantilever. Once again, there is an Atlas switch tower that I will be building at some point that will go on the table, so the yard has a little bit more realism to it. But guys, that's about it. It was just a quick little layout update. As you guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm pouring sweat. It is extremely hot out here. But guys, once again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please let me know what you guys think of the microphone. Once again, Dave, thank you so much for your video on these microphones, because I think I paid $30 for this. And if you guys like it and it helps with the audio, that's perfectly fine by me. But guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and have a good one. I'll catch you in the next one. This has been Preston from the Pgk Railway. I'll catch you all next time.